Andy, we're talking about Norwegian, the brand new era, long way from NCL. Let's talk to the travel agents in Canada a little bit about how do they envision the personality of Norwegian? How is it positioned against the competition? Who are they selling it to?
The beauty of Norwegian Cruise Line, it appeals to a very broad audience. That's what we love when we go tell our story. The core of the proposition is all about freedom and flexibility delivered through freestyle cruising. So customers who enjoy freedom and flexibility, like to do things on their own schedule, on their own time, lots and lots of choices. That's the heart of the proposition to the customer. And as we get into the core of the, well, okay, tell me a bit more about who that really is. The beauty of what we do is we have this wonderful product for affluent customers in the Haven, which I think there was a huge gap in this industry for, and the Haven by Norwegian appeals to affluent customers who are younger, like you and me, young, like you and me, with or without kids, that really enjoy the good things in life: butler, concierge, private embarkation, disembarkation, all the good things, but they can duck in and out of the product. Their kids have other kids to play with, kids programs. So that's the Haven for the affluent. And then families of all types. We really appeal strongly to families, and great family programs for kids, activities all over the ship for kids to do, and accommodations that are designed for every size, shape, pocket of family. Studios for solo travelers, insides for budget travelers. So we really appeal to a broad audience. They're looking for this freedom and flexibility. I want things on my own terms, which we think is more and more consumers today.
Indeed, and certainly I think Cruise Like a Norwegian brought that to the fore, and freestyle cruising earlier. But if I'm a travel agent and I'm sitting in front of a customer who has a choice between a few contemporary, let's say, brands, why do I choose Norwegian? What is it about, like, give me the elevator pitch. Why is it that I would focus in on this particular cruise line?
I think you've got to understand the customer. I want travel partners to look into their database and say, it's not this brand for my database. It's this aspect of Norwegian Cruise Line for this segment of my database. And I feel strongly that you can't buttonhole cruise lines anymore into premium, luxury, contemporary, because these big new ships, they blur the lines. So I want them to go out to their affluent families and present the Haven by Norwegian. I want them to go out to their budget families and present some combination of accommodation that works for a family who's on a tighter budget. And of course, and there are people all like, if you go out and tell the story of, hey, we're Norwegian Cruise Line, we're great for everybody, I don't think that resonates with the affluent traveler. It doesn't really resonate with the budget traveler. You have to kind of take the product and tell the story of that product to that customer. Do they love entertainment? Well, they're going to love this aspect of Norwegian Cruise Line. Do they love dining choices? They're going to love this aspect. Is it all about the budget? Well, an inside room and lots of high quality included dining might be the story for that customer. And within all of that, it's freedom and flexibility and choice. So that's really what we're trying to do. I want to get away from this buttonhole of this cruise line sits over here, this cruise line sits over there. Because with big new ships, we can have a room that costs $40,000 for the week, or one that costs $499 for the week. So you can't say, hey, customer, here's our proposition, in exactly the same way to every customer.
And is that the mindset that was brought into the new builds, creating this kind of brand that can appeal to different demographics for different reasons?
Very much so. I mean, we're trying hard. Cruising used to be, hey, it's great value, and the story. I don't know what where was the story beyond that. Now I think we have a fantastic story to tell to different types of customers, and that's why the travel agent is so important to us, because we really need them to dissect the database and go out to the right customer with the right story, and really promote the aspect of Norwegian Cruise Line that appeals to the customer that they're talking to. So that's why we want them asking great questions, listening more than they talk, understanding the needs of the customer, and then saying, okay, here's the aspect of Norwegian Cruise Line that appeals to you, affluent customer, solo traveler, family, budget traveler. So they present the right aspect. And I think on the ships we do a fantastic job at delivering the experience to that customer in a way that they're going to say, wow, that was the best experience I ever had. Thank you, travel agent, for understanding my needs and matching me to the right aspect of the product.
This morning in the general session, the question was asked to the various representatives of the cruise lines, how are we going to increase the penetration of cruising? And certainly in Canada, it's quite abysmal in a way compared to the people who travel in general. What is your take on how travel agents can increase their share?
understanding the product is one thing, and then I think using new capacity to get excitement into the marketplace. Every new ship comes out with all these bells and whistles, and there's media coverage, and the cruise line is disproportionately spending marketing money to support the launch of these new ships. And travel agents getting behind that and really supporting that and looking in their community, in their area, through the media, how are they going to tell the story out to a broader audience of all these exciting things that are coming into this industry? Because there are so many things that are new and different and exciting that resonate with the consumer. Because we're listening to the consumer, as someone on the panel today said that, we're listening to the consumer, we're designing a product that meets the need of the consumer, and then we're presenting it out to you. Now we're looking for travel partners to do a great job at taking that out to a broad population. We can't, there's no way we can do it. We're not sitting in every community, and the travel partners in the middle of the community have the ability to take the story out and really help us broaden the message.
So ride the wave of excitement around the new builds to start building new customers. Last question, how are we going to get the pricing up?
Oh, yeah, we're not getting what we deserve, and that's bad for us, and it's bad for the travel partner. There's more commission there, and there's a better result for the brands if we can get the pricing up. The way to do that is to drive demand. We can't just magically raise the price. Together, the cruise line and our travel partners, we have to work together to drive more demand. That's doing a great job in providing tools to travel partners, and then travel partners using those tools. We have marketing headquarters, which is a tool full of opportunities for travel partners to customize a piece, take it out to their database. We really want more usage of that. NCLU is a training tool. It's a course that our travel partners can take that leads them to a free cruise that gets them product knowledge. So they have product knowledge on a way, then they get to touch and feel and experience the product firsthand. We want every travel partner to go through NCLU and come out really knowledgeable on our product and having experienced it, slept it, eaten it, tasted it, and come out feeling, wow, I want to take that out to customers. I'm so excited. So using our tools, understanding the product, really getting experience of the product firsthand, and then creatively taking it out into the community. We're not in every community, but thinking, where are cruise customers? Where are affluent people? They're in private schools, they're in golf clubs, they're in tennis clubs, they're in all these places that people are living every day. How does a travel partner take the product out into the community and really take our product out there and broaden and that's going to drive demand, and that's going to drive price, and it's going to make us all happier.
Thanks for your time.
It's a pleasure.